8 or 9 years doing counseling, different kind of work there with disabled students. And then I went to LA Unified in 2002. And so I've been doing social work and counseling there. I currently work with Mr. Bryant here, Anthony Bryant, and I work in the mental health evaluation unit, working with students that really struggle with mental health, suicidal ideation. So it's just a joy just to be here with you today because I'm so excited to share with you how you can get involved in working in the fight against human trafficking. Next slide, please. Okay, so how did I meet? Well, I'll tell you that before I get into the definition. The way I met Darlene and Anthony was I work with Anthony. He's my co-worker, and they're just awesome, wonderful people, and I just am so grateful that they gave me the opportunity today to come and talk to you. And I also wanted to give a big thank you to the South Central Prevention Coalition for sponsoring this. Let's give them a hand. Let's give them a big hand so we can be more aware of our physical and mental health. So what is human trafficking? Human trafficking is basically modern slavery. This is a little bit of a touchy subject for kids, so if you're watching online, might be some sensitive content that I'm gonna bring up today. It's modern slavery, and it's happening here in our communities, in different communities all over here in the United States and globally. Human trafficking is slavery because traffickers will take victims, recruit them, house them, harbor them, and transport them, and be forced and coerced into working for them using their bodies. And it's unbelievable to think that something like this is happening in modern day times, but it is. When I was looking into human trafficking, I was really shocked because people from different backgrounds get pulled into human trafficking. So that could be a college student, a child in foster care, people from different types of backgrounds, low income, high income, it doesn't matter, and any race, color, creed, anyone is vulnerable to being pulled into human trafficking. And it's very sad to say, but most times traffickers that recruit are a trusted adult or friend of the family. And that really hit me to my core because I thought, my gosh, these children think that they can trust their family, and sometimes it's a friend of the family that pulls them into the trafficking. Sometimes it is a trusted adult. Sometimes it's through social media. They'll start grooming the kids and start talking to them online, kind of trying to pull them in little by little. They'll pose as a 13-year-old kid on Instagram and say, hey, I really want to get to know you, and start talking to them. And it's really a 30-year-old trafficker. Working for LA Unified, there was a child that was honor student, very innocent young girl, high school student, and had a good relationship with her family, had never been in trouble before. And of course, during COVID, we were all doing everything online, school, everything. And so the trafficker was able to connect with her online and convinced her to leave her home in the middle of the night. And her parents were able to see that on their camera. Luckily, thank God, God was watching over her. She was able to get away from her trafficker and run into a store, and she was able to get back to her parents. But sadly, that's not the case for everyone that gets pulled into trafficking. So I just wanted to share also what are some of the red flags to look for when you think someone might be being recruited or pulled into trafficking. What you want to look for is any big changes. If it's a child that's usually, like I said, an honor student, was doing really great in school, all of a sudden their grades are tanking, they're dropping. If you work for the school district, it could be that they're sleeping in class, they're just tired all the time, or their attendance dropped and they're not going to school as much, they're not spending as much time with their friends, they're more isolated, they start talking back to authority figures, to their parents, to teachers. They just lost interest in all the things that they used to do. Sometimes that can look like depression or anxiety. Also, another big red flag would be if they're starting to be more involved with gangs. A lot of times what traffickers will do is they will mark their victims. 'Cause they consider them a commodity. They don't see them as a human being, as a person. And they'll put tattoos on them to mark them so that other traffickers know this is our client, our property that we use. And another sign could be drug use. All of a sudden they're starting to drink. Traffickers will use drugs to help kind of numb their victims because what they're doing to them is so horrific. So that they don't want them to be about their wits, so they'll use drugs sometimes to pull them in. So those are some of the different signs that you can see where you can kind of think, well, there might be some trafficking going on. Some other signs to look for would be if this child, if you're a parent, you didn't buy these expensive cell phones that this kid has, your child has. All of a sudden, this kid has really expensive cell phones, maybe multiple cell phones. All of a sudden, they have really expensive clothes. Their nails are getting done because traffickers, they want to make them look nice and look older than their age. All of a sudden, they have eyelashes on, expensive makeup, and you know for a fact that you didn't provide that to them, or that they couldn't afford that. A lot of times, you'll see them running away from home. That's also a sign of trafficking because they are so brainwashed by their traffickers that they will do anything that they ask them to. So those are some of the signs to look for when we're looking at trafficking. Next slide, please. Okay. So one of the biggest tools in preventing human trafficking, especially as a parent, if you have teenagers, young kids, is to always talk to your kids. Make sure that talking to you is a safe space for them. Talking to them and telling them, I love you, I care about your safety, I've been noticing there's something different about you. It's okay to tell me. Don't be ashamed. I'm not gonna be upset with you. I'm not gonna scold you. Nothing is too bad. Nothing you have done is too bad for you to share with me. Because what traffickers will do is they'll shame them. It says if they had them perform a sex act, they'll say, you know what, your parents will never gonna accept you back home anymore. You might as well not even go home. You have to stay with me now. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm your mom, I'm your dad. And they're not gonna accept you if you go home now because of what you did. And traffickers will really convince them of that. So you wanna open up that communication with your child to say, I love you, I am here for you. I wanna make sure that you're safe. We can do this together. No matter what, we can do this together. So, and talking to teens can be really hard sometimes. I have 2 adult children. They're in their 20s now. But with my son, when he was a teenager, I was like, hey, what'd you do today? How are you doing? How are things going? And I would just get this, I don't know. He wouldn't really talk to me. Or my daughter would be like, hey, how are things going in school? How are you doing? And the response I would get from her was, oh my God, sometimes teenagers give you a little bit of an attitude. So just really would encourage you to be patient in talking to your teenagers. Talk to them about personal boundaries and consent. Let them know that it's okay to say no. If someone is saying things that are inappropriate, and I know there's kids here, so I won't use actual terms, that are saying things that are very inappropriate, or maybe touching them in a way that they don't want to be touched, even if it's a hand around the waist, if they're uncomfortable with that they can say no. Sometimes traffickers, or if they're in a relationship, their partner will ask them for inappropriate pictures, or say, hey, can you send me a picture of X, Y, and Z, to let them know that it's okay for them to say no, and that they have worth, and that they have value, and that they have a right to have their bodies respected. And to talk to them about what healthy relationships look like. A good friend, or someone in a healthy, committed relationship is not going to do something or ask you to
Testing one.
Someone in a committed relationship is not going to ask you to do something that you're not comfortable with. So just really talking to your kids, even at 9 or 10 years old, letting them know what's okay, an okay touch, and what's not an okay touch, and to give them that language. Next slide, please. Okay. So what can we do to protect our kids against trafficking? There's a lot of things that we can do to prevent our kids from falling into trafficking. And all the information that I'm sharing with you today is online with an organization called A21. They're on the front lines fighting trafficking, saving trafficking victims, and providing education. They even have curriculum for schools, for teachers, to share in the classroom. And so all the info that I'm getting from, I'm providing with you today is on there if you want to take a look at it. So some of the things that we can do for preventing trafficking is to talk about safety measures like their social media habits, online habits, talking about chatting with strangers, people that they don't know. Because sometimes people will catfish, they'll put a profile and will think that it's a certain person and it's not that person, they're just using that profile picture. So talking to them about healthy habits online, being safe, and checking their phones to see who's messaging them. And talking about, well, this is probably not a really an appropriate comment for them to be making to you. Also, another way to protect kids from trafficking is to make sure that they're always in groups. A lot of traffickers will look for victims in parks or fast food restaurants. They know where the kids hang out, and so they'll look for kids at those places. Soccer games, things like that, where there's a lot of children, unsupervised sometimes. So group safety is crucial to make sure kids they're never alone, that they're always with someone. Those are some of the many things that you can do to help protect children from trafficking. Next slide, please. Okay. Also, a safety plan would be really helpful for your kids to talk about some places that they can go to in case they feel that they're in danger, someone's trying to recruit them. Sometimes when I'm driving to work, I'll see like a 9-year-old walking by themselves and an older gentleman driving around. And I'll notice that they're driving around a little too much and paying a little too much attention to the 9-year-old. So just making sure that they're supervised at all times and that they're safe. In the safety plan, you can talk about places they can go to that would be safe, maybe a police station, a local church, or to a family friend that you trust. Talking about safe words and unsafe words that make them feel uncomfortable. If someone tells them, hey, I think you're really hot, things that are inappropriate, that's something that you can talk to your child about when doing the safety plan. And then also talking about memorizing phone numbers to make sure your kids know, because if the trafficker takes their phone, they're not going to have a phone number to call you from or to know the phone number. Most days, we all have our contacts saved in our phones. I don't know most of the contacts on there. I don't know the numbers by heart. I just look them up. So try to help your child to memorize numbers that they can, for people that they can reach out to if they're in trouble. Police, law enforcement, 911. If you're in immediate danger, someone's trying to talk to you, come up to you, and you feel unsafe, call 911. Or run to the local school, church, wherever you can for safety. So that's another way to ensure your child's safety by using a safety plan. So next I want to talk to you about some online safety tips. When people ask me about the age that kids should have a phone, I'm going to tell you 16. So I know that's not realistic. I know a lot of people want to give their kids phones for their safety, to be able to keep an eye on them. But unfortunately, it gives traffickers access to them through their phones. So really thinking about when you give your child a phone. They have prepaid phones. If you just want to be able to get a hold of them, you can do that. They don't need to have access to the web. There's no rush to give them access to the web. If you do decide to give your child a phone, I would strongly recommend looking at their settings for privacy on Instagram. You can block people if you don't want them sending you messages. Take a look at their DMs. You pay for that cell phone bill. So if your 16-year-old tells you, I need my privacy, I don't need you looking at my phone, I don't want you looking at my phone. No, this is for your safety because I love you. So I am going to check your phone and your DMs to see what's in there. And just making sure that if there's anyone messaging them where it looks like there's some inappropriate words in there, that you can block them. Another safety tip for online safety is if your child plays online video games, Call of Duty, Black Ops. There's people on there from Switzerland, Japan, different countries, 30-year-olds, older people. And if you really stop to listen to the conversations, there's a lot of inappropriate conversations happening in those online games. That is one of the ways that traffickers will pull people in also. That's how they'll pull them in. So just be aware. Maybe sit and listen with your child, connecting when you're trying to connect with your kid and spend time with them. Maybe listen into what the conversations that are happening with the online games. Also having their location set so that you know where they're at. You can keep track of them. I think 360 is one of the apps that you can use to keep track of your kids. Talk to them about the photos that they post. They don't want to post photos that identify their address or too many places that they go to frequently, because then traffickers will she hangs out at the Jack in the Box over here in the corner. That's where I can find her. And she's always there by herself. She's not there with mom or dad. I mean, she's taking selfies of herself, in front of Jack in the Box on Century over here. I would strongly encourage your kids to not post too much personal information, and also be aware of what they're posting. Because unfortunately, in middle school and high school, the kids, they're posting pictures of themselves without some clothing on. They'll say, hey, can you send me a picture of this? And sometimes it's a trafficker. It's okay. You don't have to tell your parents. They won't know. It's all right. I'm not going to show it to anybody, I promise you. And then they send a photo, and the trafficker will use that against them. It's called sextortion. They'll say, okay, now if you don't do this act that I'm going to send you to go do for this customer, I'm going to put it all over the internet. And so they will use those photos. And what kids don't understand is once you put and adults, once you put a photo out there on the internet, there's no taking it back. It's in the cloud or wherever it goes. There's no way for you to get that back. So just teaching your kids about online safety and awareness. Look at the sites that your kids are going on. There's a site called Discord. And there's a lot of inappropriate conversation. It's real popular right now, so check it out. Discord is there's a lot of inappropriate conversations happening on Discord. I mean, look at the name. So just be really aware. And your kids are going to tell you, oh, Mom, it's not that bad. But if you really sit down and take a look at the conversations and topics that are on there, then you'll start to see what the concerns are and have a talk with your child about that. Next slide, please. So this is an example of what a safety plan template would look like. Just the words that make them comfortable or uncomfortable, safe places they can go to, their emergency numbers. This is something that you can come up with. And I know you're probably sitting there thinking, this wouldn't happen to my child. I live in a good neighborhood. This wouldn't happen to my kid. Or my child's in college now. She's good. I don't have to worry about it. Not the case. You always want to err on the side of safety. So making sure that you have that safety plan for your kids. In case of any emergency, there could be like a crisis, earthquake, something else. You guys always want to have like a meeting point or some way to get a hold of each other. Next slide, please. So I just wanted to tell you thank you so much for listening to this presentation. I just hope you walk away today aware, understanding that this is a $150 billion industry, you guys. It's catching up to drug trafficking. It's almost as lucrative as drug trafficking, and it's increasing and increasing, and it's catching up with drug trafficking. And what the traffickers use, they like to use this as a way to make money, because once you make a transaction sale for drugs, that's done. You've sold your product. You can't make any more off of it. But with a child, you can make money off of them 20, 30 times a day. And one other thing that I wanted to share with you is that what traffickers are doing is they'll take a photo that a child posted, an inappropriate photo that a child posted maybe like 5 years ago, and they'll use it to sell it online to thousands of pedophiles or customers. And it could be videos that kids sent, maybe 10 years ago. Now they're adults now. And they'll use that to make money. Our kids are not for sale. They're God's children. Our kids are not for sale. I'm here to fight, and I'm asking you to join me in this fight to save our children, to save their innocence, to save them from something that does not need to happen. Does not need to happen. And these kids are impacted for life when they go through this. So the focus, of course, is prevention, right? We want to prevent them from having to go through the terror of trafficking. And just to spend time with your kids. I'm guilty of it. I'm over there on my phone, and my kids are right there. They're older now, but if you have younger children, talk to your kids. If you take them to school, on the way to school and coming back home, talk to them. Ask them. Know who their friends are. Know who their friends' parents are. Where are you going? Oh, Sheila's house. Okay, can I go meet Sheila's mom? Oh, Mom, my God, there you go. You're always in my business. You don't trust me. No, honey, it's because I love you. This is why I'm doing it. And this is why I'm going to get to know everything that goes on in your friends and where you're going and what you're doing. Checking up on your kids because, hey, Mom, I'm going to go to people's house. And no, they went to a nightclub with their fake ID. So just being on top of your kids and making sure that they're safe. And sometimes you have to check up on them. But I just want to encourage you to just join us in this fight. There is so much work to do. And trafficking is not a choice. I know I saw it here on 98th Street not too long ago. And we think of it like, they're there by choice. Not always true. Sometimes they are intimidated, threatened, and told that, if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen to you and your family. They feel trapped. They feel like they can't leave. And that's why they're out there at 9 o'clock at night doing what they're doing. It's not a choice. And according to U.S. law, if they're under the age of 18, even if they tell you it's a choice, it's not a choice by law. They cannot consent to that if they're under the age of 18. So my prayer is that you walk away educated, empowered, and ready to join me in the fight. I'm going to tag you in, so please join me in this fight. Thank you very much.
Wow. Let's put our hand. That's some good information. She's here. If you want to talk to her about anything that she spoke about, that's great information. Thank you. That was her first time presenting. If you're watching us online and you got questions, you can tag in and call us. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you think about this health fair today, all the things and all the presenters. Let's give them some love today. A lot of times we have these events and the topics that are really impacting our community, we don't deal with the high blood pressure, the human trafficking, the drugs. We don't deal with that stuff. So our church is taking a stand to deal with those things so that we can get the truth out about what's affecting our communities. All right. So we're going to take like a 3-minute break, and then we're going to bring Billy Blanks up. He's going to work those hamburgers out of y'all. We are.
If you were not able to give your $25 donation yet for the Taibo workout, you may do so cash app. Just come and see us. And if you want to work out, do not be ashamed if you were not able to bring $25. Come tap me on the shoulder, and we'll make sure that you still get to work out. We got you, okay? We want to make sure that everybody gets to participate. All right? There you go.
And so, do I get to collect the money? Yes. Okay, Apostle Darlene will be collecting the money. If you want to make a donation, if you want to give $20,000 or $25,000, you most definitely can do that, and we'll continue to bless the community with it. Zoe, can you put the Cash App up there for me, love? There you go. If you want to give, you can give right there. Let's clap it up for all of our presenters. Dr. Darlene Bryant came up earlier. Chris and Pariza, with Chris Sheldon Chigong, Sister Laura Solis. We got South Central Prevention Coalition. I can't name everybody else. Who else is here? Cover California. What table is this that got 9864? Well, y'all come up here. Y'all come. Everybody send somebody from their table real quick. Come on, real estate lady, come quickly. I want you to. This is one of my new friends. I want y'all to come and shout your business out real quick.
Hi, everybody. Oh, y'all so nice in here. I know that's right. My name is Kalani Robinson. I'm the Prevention Associate for Community Coalition and for the SLAM Coalition in South Central. Before I go, I wanted to put some awareness on our current campaign. I want to thank you for your presentation. Our current campaign right now, we just did a march on Figueroa last Saturday. Right now, you know, clap it up, come on. Yeah, we just did a march on Figueroa last Saturday. Our turnout was incredible. I believe we had over 200 or 300 people marching with us. Our goal is we are trying to aim towards the motels on Fig, all 12 of them, to either sell their land or to add more value to it, so that way we can help our youth in the community, so we can clean up the community a little bit. So we have 3 hearings that are going to be towards 3 motels on Figueroa. So the New Bay Motel hearing will be on October 17th at 1 p.m. at Coco. We have one on October 19th and October 25th. If you guys would like more information, please come to our table. We can give you a flyer that has someone for you to contact. And we look forward to seeing y'all. So have a nice day.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michelle Starling. I work for 986 Pharmacy along with my associate, Olga. I am a registered nurse, and so we were giving flu and COVID vaccines today. In the past, it was free, but unfortunately, Department of Public Health has decided to not make it free anymore, but doesn't mean you can't get it, because prevention is key. You know, we went through the pandemic. A lot of people lost their lives due to COVID, and the flu season is here, so we want to get protected. So just make sure if you don't get it with us, that you get it with your primary care provider. And stay healthy and safe. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Diane Phillips. I'm a realtor, and I work for BK Platinum Properties. But my goal is to help in the community people who want to find out what they need to do to become a homeowner. And not just single family, but if you are interested in multifamily home ownership, I want to help you get that going, and it takes some planning. So just reach out to me. I have some business cards if you would like a business card, and just share it if you are able to share it with any people. Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Good afternoon again. I'm Deanne with Generation Exchange. It's a program partnership with UCLA and the LA Unified School District, where we're recruiting volunteers to work in elementary schools in South LA and East LA. And the volunteers, we're looking for retired people, 50 years and over, to work in classrooms K through 5th grade. So if you know anybody, you have a friend, family, neighbor that might be interested, mother, grandma, there's a lot of you too young in here to do it, but I know you know somebody. So please drop by the table and just pick up a flyer, and all the information's there. Thank you.
My name is Pastor Atone. I'm the pastor of the Family Center of Love Church. I'm recruiting people into the body of Christ. I am trying to teach people about the Lord Jesus Christ and how they can accept him and have eternal life. So that's my job. And what else? Oh, I have a record label too that has some new music that's coming out. We have some movies that are coming out too that we are producing with some of my friends over there that are looking anonymous in the corner, but I'm not going to call their names out. But again, we thank all of you for being here. All right, are y'all ready to dance? Did y'all get enough? Get your energy back? We got one more presenter.
Just really fast. I know that there's so much going on today. Everybody didn't have a chance to come over and get their blood pressure checked, but you guys did go get a hamburger. So I want you to sign our sheet, right? We need the metrics, right? That's how we keep the money coming so that we can have events like this. So we're going to do some Taibo, going to do some kicking, right? And then after you finish and you catch your breath, come and sign in. All right.
Yeah, in other words, if you have not signed in, please do so before you leave. We want to continue to bring these kind of events to the community and expand them. Are y'all having fun today? Are y'all learning some stuff? Yeah, we wanted to put this platform together not just so we could promote our church, but so that we could promote other businesses that are in the community that are owned by people that look like you and people that you know. So I'm going to have my wife to come up, and I'm going to have her introduce Billy. Even though he don't need an introduction, but yeah, I'm ready. Last year they had me laying out on the floor, so this year my plan is to make it through Billy's workout without passing out. That's my plan. But come on, Apostle.
So, Mr. Blanks, we were in Utah, and he was doing a class. It was a 6:30 a.m. class at our doTERRA convention, and we asked him, Billy, is the class going to be difficult? No, it's not. So we were eating tacos and burritos and everything at midnight the night before, knowing that we had to be up at 6:30. Well, the floor got a good glimpse of us. Well, at least I won't tell on anybody else. I'm going to tell on myself. I'll just say the floor got a good glimpse of me because I was falling out on the floor. But it was worth it. We have one body, have one temple, and so we're so grateful to be able to have the creator of Taibo as the pastor of health and wellness of the Family Center of Love, and his beautiful wife Tomoko is in the house, and she is just a wonderful sister and help and friend. So Tomoko, I'm putting you on the spot, but would you please come introduce your husband because you know way more about him than we do. Dr. Tomoko Blanks, by the way, congratulations. I forgot to tell you, doctor.
Thank you so much for having us. And remember to donate $25 or more to the church. They have to pay for the buildings and everything, so please Venmo or Cash App or cash. Thank you so much. Here's Billy Blanks, my husband.
Testing 1, 2. I need a mic. Okay, we on line 2. Hey guys, see you online. I'm gonna say thank you guys for tuning in too. But everybody want to work out? Let's come on up. Let's stand up first. Yeah, let's get up. I can talk to y'all later. Come on, and don't worry about it. I'm not gonna kill you guys. I want to just take you to a basic workout. Basic workout. Testing 1, 2. Yeah. All right. Now. Hey guys, so I'm gonna have you guys put some peppermint and wild orange in your hands and watch. Tell her she can turn that music. You can turn it off right now. There you go. You guys can put peppermint and wild orange in your palm of your hands and just go like this. You want to sniff it, rub it on your stomach. It'll pep you up. It'll get you ready for the workout. Don't put it in your eyes, though. Testing 1, 2. In the back of your neck. Also put it in the back of your neck. Really good.
Don't rub your eyes with peppermint. That's gonna kill you. This is supposed to motivate you. So, okay. Orange. Did you do peppermint too? And if you like the oil, come and talk to Darlene about doTERRA. Thank you. Music, please. Oh, sorry. Sorry. これってどっちがどっちか分かんなくなっちゃった。こっちがペパーミント。OK。ありがとう。
All right, let's move it up, move it on up to the front.
Gotta get everybody quiet. This for a couple seconds. Hey, I just want to say, guys, thank you guys for coming today, and just taking your time out your day to come here and work out with us. And this is to hear what everybody had to say, because I believe all the information that everybody gave today could bring our self-awareness up and give us a chance to be the best that we can be. Now, just remember, I'm going to take you to a fitness workout. I'm going to take you through a little bit. I'm just give you some technique and give you some music, but you guys, give me your ears. I want to talk about fitness, because fitness, I think to a lot of people, they only think of it as just a fitness thing, but it's more than that. But I'm gonna work you out first. Here we go. Chin in the cage. Everybody say chin in the cage. Chin in the cage. Anytime you're a fighter, you got to keep your hands up, because if you drop your hands, automatically you get hit in the jaw, you're going down. So keep your hands up. Now we're going to do what we call butterfly. Everybody say butterfly. Butterfly. And all of this to help you learn how to do body shifting. So you can go like this. Hands are here. You're going to take your left leg, you're going to step to the left, then you go back to the right, and then you go right back to position, okay? So we're going to do an 8 count. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to give you a beat count, then when we turn the music on, we'll be on beat. Let's try it. Hands are up. Left leg goes first, and everybody count. Ready, go. 1, count it. 2, go. 3, go. 4, go. 5, go. 6, go. 7, go. 8. Good job. All right. Place your hands up like this. Now, if you take your elbows and make sure your elbows align with your armpit, if you turn your palms around to your ears, turn your palms around, automatically your bicep flexes. As soon as you move your wrist, you start to flex your bicep. All right, so I always tell all the women, if you want to get your triceps in shape, your biceps in shape, move your wrists, and every time you do an exercise, if you move your wrists, it'll get your arms in good shape. All right, so put your hands here. So you're going to bring your hands into your chest, for just like that. Bring it just like this. Now, pull it in close. If it's close, you're going to feel it in your neck. If you push it out, you're going to feel it at the top of your chest. Then when you open it up like this, you feel your back. So it's chest, and back. Okay, let's try that. So when I say go, let's do 2 sets of 8. You're going to do this. 1, 2. Okay, let's count that beat. Ready? 5, 6, count the beat. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, go. 4, go. 5, go. 6, go. 7. One more time. Go. 1, move your wrist. Move your wrist. Go. 4, go. 5, go. 6, go. 7, go. 8. Good job. Now, place your hands here. Now, take your left leg. 1, 2. Let's try that. Ready? Left leg goes, and remember, if you can do this is okay if you do this, but I always tell people, think of tapping the top of your shoe. If you tap the top of your shoe, you're going to move better. It's okay if you tap the ball of your foot, but it's better if you tap your toe like this, then it makes you not want to stop. Let's try it. Ready? Hands up. Nice and easy. Left leg goes. 5, 6, 7, and 1. Count it. 2, count it. 3, tap. 4, tap. 5, tap. 6, tap. 7. One more time. Go. 1, tap. 2, tap. 3. Move your wrist. 5, move your wrist. 6, 7. Good job. 8. Now, so put your hands like this. Go like this. Do this. Watch how much blood. Watch how much blood you put in your arms and your shoulders if you move your wrist. Put your hands here. Go like this. feet will move better. Ready? Let's try. Ready? Left leg goes, move the wrist. Go. 1, tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4, tap, 5, tap, 6, tap, 7, tap, 8. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Why? Why? Can you not tell me why? That's good. You got one together. Listen, your body reacts to a reaction. If I move my wrist, my feet will move better. You ever hear a track coach? They tell the student, make sure you move your arms. If you move your arms, the legs will move faster. So your body reacts. So I always tell people in exercise, if you move your wrist, your feet will move better. Put your hands up again, one more time. Remember, watch my hand. Give me a free flow with the wrist. Watch my wrist. I'm going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. See how I move my wrist? Right, let's try. Ready? Left hand, left leg goes. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4, tap, 5, tap, 6, tap, 7, tap, 8, go. Tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4, tap, 5, tap, 6, tap, 7, tap, 8. Good job. That was nice. Now, you're going to move forward. When you tell people to move forward, let's do the same thing by going forward. When you go forward, place your chin in the cage like a fighter now. We just did a butterfly. Place your chin in the cage. Now we're going to do what we call cross punch. Everybody say cross punch. Cross punch. All right, so when I say cross punch, it's almost like that cross. You want to create a horizontal X. If you create a horizontal X, put your right hand up like this. Put your right hand up. And if you turn your palm up, turn your palm down toward the floor, and you move your hand over to your left shoulder, do you feel your abs? No. Feel your deltoid. You feel your deltoid, and you feel your triceps. Listen to me, you feel your deltoids and your triceps. Now bring it back. Turn the thumb up. If you turn the thumb up, put your thumb on top of your fist like this. Now move it over. Now you feel your abs. That's the only time if you throw a punch, if you move it across your body and your thumb is up, you work your abs. If you go like this and your palms are going like this, everybody go like this. Put your hands up like this. If you're doing this, reach out. All you feel is your shoulders and your triceps. But if you take your fingers and you point your fingers like this, go like that, you're going to feel your abs. Can everybody understand that? All right. So place your hands here. So when I say go, you're going to take this left leg and you're going to turn it in. You're going to go 1, 2, count it. 3, tap, 4, tap, 5, tap, 6, tap, 7. Now punch. Go. 1, tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4. That's it. 5, tap, 6, tap, 7, tap. 8. That's it. Now watch my shoulders. Shoulders got to cross your center line. This is my center line. Your chin. Your chin's your center line. Watch my shoulder. It's always going to cross. And if you see, if I keep my chin in the middle, you're going to see that my stomach is working. You can see that the stomach is working. But watch. As soon as I take my chin out in the middle, then the stomach is gone. So the chin has to stay in the middle. That's the focus point. If you want to get your waist in good shape, keep your chin. Put your hands up like this. Now when I say body twist, a body twist where you're going to sit down your legs, and all you're going to do is keep your elbows next to your side, and you're going to take your left shoulder to your right. Watch me. You're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that. Ready? Sit down on your legs. Don't let your hips do this. Keep your hips in one position and isolate. Ready? 5, 6, 7, go. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4. Can you feel your middle waist? Go. 7, go. 8, go. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4, count it. 5, count it. 6, count it. 7, good job. 8. Okay, now watch. This is not good. What is this called? What is this called? Place your hands here. Some people are doing this. You got to move your shoulder across the center line. You want to feel your middle waist, okay? Let's try it again, please. Hands are up here. Take that left shoulder to the right. All you're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count it. And don't move your legs. Don't let your legs do this, because as soon as your legs do this, you take your abs away. So watch. I'm going to show you. Tell that her abs are working black because her head is not moving. You can see that the abs are working. Right? Now move your head. You see that? It's going. Okay. Right. Watch. Go. 1. That's all abs. That's all by yourself. You could be sitting in a chair. I could be sitting in a chair. If I don't work my abs, I could be down, I could be doing this. As long as I keep my chin in the middle, you can see that my abs are working. Right? Okay, one more time. Hands are up. Hands are up. So, chin in the middle. Shoulder goes to the left. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and 1. Count it. Count it. Count it. Count it. Count it. Count it. Lift your elbows up. Go. 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 Now extend the hands. Go. Now go. Same thing. Center line. Center line. All right, everybody got that. All right, everybody. Can everybody feel that? Now, let's do this. Take your right leg. Turn your toe toward that direction. Now you take your left leg and touch your toe to the ground and bend the heel up. This is called a rising sun. In martial arts, they teach you this is the rising sun. So I'm going to put the sun up and I'm going to pull the sun down. All right? So hands are here. So when I say pull the sun down to your waist, pull it down to your waistline. So all you're going to do is this. It goes waistline and then pull it back up. Let's try it. Ready? And still keep this toe up. Keep that toe up. Ready? Go. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, go. 4, go. 5, go. 6, and 7. Good job. 8. Now hold it. Now this time, you're going to pull the knee up. Your right hand, your left hand touches your left ankle. So you're going to go like this. 1, 2. Okay, let's try that. Ready? You got to touch your ankle. Go. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4, count it. 5, count it. 6, count it. 7, count it. 8. Good job. Now, most people don't tell you in fitness, most people don't tell you if you don't touch your ankle. Most people do this when they do a knee raise. Everybody try it. I'm going to show you something. Ready? This is how you can tell if your abs are working. Go like this. Place your hands up here. Now pick your knee up and touch the top of your knee. Do you feel your abs? No. Hold it. Hold it up there. Hold it up there. Do you feel your abs? No. What muscle do you feel? Hip flexor. Feel the hip flexor. And the hip flexor get overused. And so I tell people when they do if you want to do your abs, I want to do my left side, my right side, you got to do this. Pick your leg up. Try this again, please. Now lift the leg up. Now touch your ankle. As soon as you touch your ankle, you feel your abs. Can everybody see that? Yeah. But don't do this. Look, but don't do this. You got to remember, I'm telling you as a physical fitness coach, if your knee doesn't go 2 inches past your belly button, your abs won't work. Watch. Go like this. Everybody do this. I want you to go like this. Just pull your leg from the back. You feel your abs? No. You got to get the knee up. Now watch. Try this. And try not to bounce. Try not to bounce. Right? Watch me. I'm going to go 1, 2. Just like that. Ready? Go. 1. Count it. 2. Count it. 3. Count it. 4. Go. 5. Go. 6. Go. 7. Go. 8. Good job. Can everybody feel that? Yeah. Place your hands here. Let's try this. Now let's do a left leg. You do forward. That was a side knee. Now we're going to do a forward knee. Hands up like this. You're going to walk forward with me. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Let's go back and try that again. Ready? What muscle are we working? So you got to touch your ankle. If you're not touching your ankle, you're not working your abs. Hello? Let's try it. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1. Count it. 2. Count it. 3. Count it. 4. Hold it. Now, this hand goes. You're going to tap the toe. Ready? Hands are here. Think of your center line. 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's try that. Ready? Hands up. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's try that again. Remember, remember what makes a person uncomfortable when they're doing a cardio exercise. Why most people won't do cardio because they feel like they're uncoordinated. If you go flat-footed like this, you're gonna look like Frankenstein, right? But if you tap your toe, tap the toe, you won't do it. Let's try that. Ready? Hands up. Chin in the cage. Now all you're gonna do is you're gonna tap that left toe and turn your knee in because you want to work your hip line. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Knee. 5, 6, 7, and back. Go. 1. Tap. 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 Knee up. Go. 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 All right, everybody Everybody got that? Yeah. All right, let's put some music on. Let's do a workout. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Y'all ready? 10 minutes. Stop. Ready? Gonna walk. Let me hear y'all count. Ready? We go 5, 6, 2, count it. There's the beat. One more. Put your hands in front. Now, hold. We're going left leg. Left leg. Left leg. On your left leg. On your left leg. That's it. Good. Work your shoulder. Are y'all ready? Let's go. Go. Count it. Count it. Go. Work it. Work it. One more time. Go. Work it. Work it. Work it. Go. 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 Now, circle. Think of imaginary feedback. Imaginary feedback. Work your tricep. Circle. 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 Go. One. Count it. Count it. Count it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back, out, back. Give me like butterfly wings. Butterfly wings. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's get it. Go. Work it. Work it. Go. Work it. Work it. One more time. Go. Work it. Work it. Go. 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 Walk it out. Good job. Good job. All right, let's move to the left. Ready? Hands up. We go. 1, 2. Now move. 3, 7, and 8. One more time. Go. 1. Count it. Count it. Count it. Let's go. Count it. Count it. Count it. Are y'all ready? You guys ready? Here we go. Hands up. 5, 6. Ready? Let's rock. Go. 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 7, 8. Go. 1. Count it. Go. 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 One more time. Go. Work it. Work it. Go. Go. Now hold. Circle. Turn that way. Turn. Come on. Let's go. Circle. Now. Left leg. Left leg. Right leg. Left leg. Right leg. Circle. Count it. Go. Bring it down. Go. Good job. Good job, guys. Everybody okay? Hands up. Arms out. Ready, go. We go. Tricep. 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 No weight on this leg. No weight here. Ready? Let's go. Go. Work it. Let's go. Make this leg work. Come on. Work it. Work it. Go. 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 Walk it out. Walk. Go this side. Go this side. And 2. Ready? Check 1, 2. All right. Oh no, guys, for real, you know, with fitness, I look at fitness as it's a movement exercise, but one of the most important things, when you're doing a workout, how do you get rid of stress? Huh? Does working out get rid of stress? Yes, faster. Okay, so remember, does working out get rid of stress? Answer my question. No. 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 Listen to me for 1 second. You can move. You can move. Do all that you want. It will not get. The thing that can get rid of stress is when your voice sounds off when you work out. Now remember this. When I say count, I want you to count like this. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Count. Void there. And if there's a void there, stress comes in. But when you're going like this, ready, go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When does stress come in? I don't remember. It cannot come in. Remember, I always tell my clients, when you come in to work out, I think one of the most important things about coming to work out, this is supposed to be your free time when you work out, right? I get a chance to set myself free. How do I set myself free? Remember, everybody came here today, what came with you? Stress. It came with you. It definitely came with you. It comes with everybody, no matter what. But when you start to open up your voice,